hips are out of whack or your SI joint is unstable, I'm going to give you a strengthening exercise and then a fascia release exercise. You want to do the strength and the fascia release for your hips if you want to get them stronger. So you want to lay down. I want you to get a block or some kind of ball. You want to put that in between the knees. You're going to activate and squeeze. You're going to hold tension there the whole time, and our goal is to balance out and start to fire these glutes that we need to wake them up. So I want you to cross this over your hands over your chest. Squeeze that block or the ball or whatever you have. You can put a towel there if you want. Make sure your heels are a little bit in front of your knees. All right, so we're going to pull that belly button into our spine. You're not going to tilt to do that. You're going to actively feel like your pelvic floor is engaged. And then as we squeeze, we're going to press our shoulder blades down for good alignment. Now, I'd rather have you just looking up to the ceiling, but I'm looking here for a second. And as you squeeze, you're going to tilt the pelvis. You're not leaving the floor yet. So you've got that inner thigh squeezing, both buttocks muscles engaged. So really reach back there and check and see if those are tight. And then as you curl up, you're going to squeeze all those things. So you're keeping those knees tight. You're keeping this super tight. You're going to keep that pelvic floor in. As you roll down, you keep everything consistently tight and then you relax. So let's try that again. We squeeze our inner thighs. We draw that navel to our spine. We activate the glutes. So make sure you're squeezing before you leave the floor. Squeeze and lift up. And you might notice that one hip is kind of rocking. As I'm working to strengthen my left hip, I've noticed that my left hip was rocking a whole bunch because I wasn't firing that glute. So now I'm getting better. Let's do it one more time. Squeeze the block or squeeze whatever you have. Pelvic floor muscles in. Tilt the pelvis. Don't leave the floor yet. Press the shoulder blades down. And then roll up one vertebra at a time, keeping that pressure come down. So you want to do about 10 of those. Rest about 30 seconds and then do another set. So let's say you've done that and now you want to release the fascia in your glute. There's several ways, and I'm going to be doing this at a workshop on Saturday the 28th, and also one for couples on February 4th if you're interested. So I have just a squeezy ball. You can use a lacrosse ball. Start with a tennis ball maybe because a lot of people can't handle that pressure. So I'm going to get right on top of that ball where your gluteal fold is, and that's where your glute meets your hamstring. I'm just going to sit on that. I'm going to cross this foot over, and I'm going to roll around until I find where in my glute is tight. Tell you exactly where to go. You kind of have to roll around and you'll find it. Once it's there, you're just like, oh, that's where it is. You want to hold that pressure for about a minute and a half. So don't move and roll back and forth on it. That's the mistake a lot of people do when they're trying to release fascia. What we want to do is we want to push into that muscle so that we can hydrate it. So find it. It's a little painful, so you can back off the pressure by just coming up, or you can add more pressure. So let's say you've been there for a minute and a half, then maybe roll to a different part of your glute, and you might find where right underneath the bone where it connects. So push into there and hold. Flex that foot for knee safety, and then after you get up, you should be able to feel a lot better. So if you want to do this consistently, you want to strength train the hip probably 3 times a week, and then do the fascia release 3 times a week. So you want to do, of course, that on both sides. So you'll move the ball and do the other side. So I hope that helps. Love to have you come to my fascia release class that I'm doing Saturday the 28th, or the couples class on February the 4th. And if you are interested in coming, just message me. I think I have 8 spots left for the one on the 4th. I only have